According to Canada's food price report, when the Liberals took office, the cost of a basket of groceries was $8,300. Now, it's $16,800, double. Liberal inflationary deficits and taxes on farm equipment, fertilizer, food processors have all exploded the cost of food. Tomorrow, that same report will be released projecting the cost for next year. Given the Prime Minister has promised to be judged by the prices at the grocery store, how much will Canadians have to spend on groceries to survive next year?
Wow.
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Way too much.
Mr. Speaker, let's get our numbers straight. The Canadian economy is the strongest growing economy in the G7, 2.6% annualized. Canadian wages are growing faster than inflation. For every month that this government has been in office, 3.2%, over 2.2%. Unemployment is down, wages are up, the land is strong, we're moving forward.
What the heck kind of Canada is he looking at?
Mr. Speaker, as you walk down the grocery aisle, watching the prices rise before your eyes, know that the Prime Minister, who stashes his cash in a tax haven, says that you've never had it so good. You, the Canadian people who have seen your grocery bills literally double under this government, from $8,300 to $16,800 in a decade.
Shameful.
Tomorrow, we will find out in the Canada Food Price Report how much groceries will cost an average family next year. Given the Prime Minister has promised to be judged on the price of groceries, will he tell Canadian families how much they'll have to pay to survive?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, what this government is happy to tell Canadian families is we cut their taxes for 22 million Canadians. We cut the taxes on first-time home buyers. And we are investing a budget which the Leader of the Opposition and the members opposite voted against, a budget that is going to cause $1 trillion of investment in this country over the next 5 years, grow jobs, grow futures for Canada. We believe in Canada. Come join us.
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
We voted against this Prime Minister doubling Justin Trudeau's deficit, which will drive up groceries even more. And what's he spending the money on? On corporate bailouts for companies that ship jobs out of Canada. The Prime Minister promised he would negotiate a win and have a deal by July 21st. Still no win, still no deal, still no elbows. And now 1,000 workers at Algoma Steel are losing their jobs. We now learn that the Prime Minister gave $400 million to the corporate executives of that company without any job guarantees. How is it the Prime Minister could have been so incompetent to saddle Canadians who can't afford to pay their bills with a $400 million bailout bill without any guarantee of jobs staying in Canada?
The Right Honourable Prime
Mr. Speaker, these are difficult times in Sault Ste. Marie, and our hearts go to the families. But as
Avoidable.
I quote the CEO of Algoma Steel that there would be an even darker day if this government hadn't acted.
Exactly.
That loan, that support, saved 2/3 of those jobs. That loan, that support gives Algoma a bridge to the future that we are building strong in this country and that they voted against.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
As long as the CEO is happy with the $400 million gift he got from the Prime Minister, that's all that matters to these Liberals. He didn't give the workers a bridge to the future, he gave them a bridge to the unemployment lines, 1,000 of them. 1/3 of the workers at Algoma in Sault Ste. Marie have now lost their jobs after the Prime Minister paid to have those jobs shipped abroad. How is it that he could be so irresponsible with the money of hardworking Canadians that he would pay a corporate CEO $400 million to send 1,000 jobs south?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Mr. Speaker, may I quote a Conservative leader that's actually in office? The Premier of Ontario. We had a choice. Save 2/3 of the jobs or let the company go down. We chose the future. We chose the future for Algoma Steel so they can invest in the future, so we can buy Canadian, so we can build this country. They had an opportunity opportunity to vote for that future. They voted against it. It's good that we're here.
The Honourable
That
Member
is
for
so
Bailout.
funny that he's trying to quote Doug Ford.
Liberals love to give corporate bailouts and handouts to companies that ship jobs out of our country. Now we learn the Liberal government has pledged $15 billion or $1,000 for every tax-paying family in Canada, people who can't afford food, to Stellantis. And Mr. Speaker, investment is fleeing this country almost as fast as the Prime Minister is running out the back door of Parliament right now. Why won't he?
Carney left again?
The honourable member knows that that's offside. The honourable member knows.
How is that offside? Is he gone or no?
That was offside. That was offside. And we're going to have to go to the next question, which is also.
Wow, they're trying to skip Pierre and silence him.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister gets angry and runs out the door rather than answering the questions about the cost.
They're gonna kick Pierre. He's gonna try to kick Pierre out.
$15 billion out the door, $1,000 for every tax-paying family to a company that is shipping jobs out of the country. Why is he sending our dollars away, our jobs away, while he runs away?
L'honorable ministre des Finances.
The Honourable Minister of Finance.
From this conservative, never, not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, Mr. Speaker. By the time they ask question on this side of the House, every single member on this side, Mr. Speaker, we're fighting for Canada. We're fighting for auto industry. We're fighting for our workers. We're fighting to build Canada strong, Mr. Speaker. We should all join to defend our workers in the middle of a trade war. We don't need that kind of conservative politics. We need to stand up for Canada. Build Canada strong. I believe in Canada, Mr. Speaker.
That's so funny.
The honourable leader of the opposition.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister can't stand up for workers if he can't even stand up in the House of Commons.
There you go. Put some W's in the chat.
Minister is the one that signed the sweetheart $15 billion subsidy deal.
I've got company here.
Just do the job.
I've got company. I didn't hear the beginning of the question. The member did lose one question, but I'd like him to start from the top on that one.
The Prime Minister cannot stand up for workers if he cannot even stand up and answer my questions, Mr. Speaker. And that Finance Minister is not stood up for workers either. He signed a $15 billion sweetheart subsidy deal with Stellantis, and now that same company, taking our tax dollars, the equivalent of $1,000 for every family in Canada, is shipping the jobs to the United States of America. The current industry minister says she has not even read the $15 billion contract. Has the Prime Minister even read the contract, or did he simply look at the $15 billion deal and say, who cares?
The Honourable Minister of
Very
Finance.
good.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians who are watching at home are looking at someone whose only deed has ever made was to come to this House, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, Mr. Speaker, we have always stood to make sure we will build this country. We will attract investment, Mr. Speaker. He should be ashamed. Ask Canadian, when is the last deal he brought in this country, Mr. Speaker? Ask him when he created one job in his country apart his own job, Mr. Speaker. On this side of the House, we will always stand for workers. We will bring investment. We will build the strongest economy in the G7 because we believe in Canada. We're going to fight, Mr. Speaker, every single day for Canada.
Man, Pierre's wrecking them.
The honourable leader of the opposition.
We're going to go and report to the Prime Minister to the Witness Protection Program because he refuses to stand in this House and answer about his government's expenditure of $15 billion, $1,000 for every Canadian family to one company, supposedly to create jobs. That same company now ships those jobs south of the border, and the government is covering up the contract. Yesterday, we learned from the company that they don't have any reason to retract the contract. So why doesn't the government release the full details of the contract so that Canadians can find out how badly the Prime Minister ripped them off?
There you go.
The Honourable
Let's
Minister
get
of
some more
Industry.
of this. This is
3
great.
points. First, he should ask the member from Windsor-Tecumseh from his side of the House whether she agrees with what he says regarding the Stellantis workers in Windsor. Second, when it comes to the documents, the committee members will have access to all the documents. That's a moot question. Third, when it comes to what is happening with Stellantis at Brampton, we had a contract. They broke the contract. Stellantis did. We'll get our money back, Mr. Speaker.
You will not get the money back
Leader of the opposition.
at all, unfortunately.
3 points, Mr. Speaker, about this $15 billion bailout and handout. She didn't read the contract, she didn't read the contract, and she didn't read the contract.
Holy shit.
How can
They're
she
just
possibly
giving
claim
the
she's going
layups
to
to
get the money
Pierre?
back when she doesn't know what legal powers are in the contract? Because she admits she didn't read the contract, Mr. Speaker. So my question to her, as families are lining up at food banks because they can't afford food, how does she justify charging every single household $1,000 for a handout to a company shipping jobs south of the border?
The Honourable
Wow.
Minister of Industry.
Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, I didn't admit that. Second, I read the contract. And third, the committee members will have all the details.
No, she didn't.
That being said, Mr. Speaker, what we'll do is we will fight for these jobs. We know that the workers are affected in the auto sector, in the steel sector, by the unjustified and unjustifiable American tariffs. And we will make sure that we get these jobs back to Canada, and we'll fight for every single job, Mr. Speaker.
I do not believe a single thing she just said.
Madam Speaker, I had the honor to stand with the Unifor workers in Brampton who were out in the rain and the cold. There was not a Liberal around, not a word from the Prime Minister. All of them wanted to know what was happening with their jobs. The Liberals had given money to Stellantis for that plant, given $15 billion to Stellantis for another plant. And those workers, out in the cold, unable to afford their mortgages, were wondering how it was possible for this Prime Minister to give $15 billion without even guaranteeing their jobs. Does he have the courage to stand up now and explain it to their face?
The Honourable Minister of Industry.
Mr. Speaker, I don't need any lesson. We don't need at least any lesson from the Conservatives when it comes to courage and standing up for workers that are unionized. That is why I was in Brampton along with the workers, and that is why I was even talking to Lana Payne a bit earlier today. Because you know what she was telling me? She was saying to me how much the Harper government and the Conservative government in 2009, when the government at the time decided to bail out GM and Chrysler, they did nothing to protect the workers, and that is what is their record when it comes to the auto sector.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister asked an interesting question. Who cares? Who cares, he asked. Well, he's not there, so he doesn't care, Mr. Speaker.
That breaks so many rules, but I don't even care.
Yeah. But maybe next time, not so many metaphors.
It was a metaphor, just like all those Liberal promises, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately today we learned even more terrible news. The Domtar workers in British Columbia have lost their jobs as a 30th mill has closed under this Liberal government. The Prime Minister promised that he would get a deal to end the tariffs, and those tariffs have tripled, all while he removes the legal challenge against the illegal softwood lumber tariffs. How is it the Prime Minister broke his promise and sold out our lumber workers?
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
I'm glad the member opposite has realized there is a trade war. That trade war is creating challenging times for the people of Crofton, and we understand that. I was on the phone with the CEO today working on new new solutions to retool that mill. I was on the phone with the Minister of Forestry looking at new fiber solutions for the mill. We are standing up for the forestry industry. They just complain.